long time. So what's been going on is that I've been going through some neuromuscular changes. I've been seeing a veterans counselor for about a year and a half. And through the course of talking with this counselor, she suggested maybe that I should check into something called Poly Vagal Theory. It's by a Dr. Porges. The theory is that when a body experiences traumatic shock, your body goes into a fight or flight response. What that is that your body is broken into you have your vagus nerve, comes down from your brain, splits into two branches. You have a ventral vagal system, and you have a dorsal vagal system. The dorsal vagal system is much older and controls most of the physical, things, the autonomic functions of the body. The ventral vagal system is your relaxed balance in between the two. That's relaxation. That's being able to turn off that fight or flight and live in a balanced world. I experienced something at 14 years old that put me into a traumatic state of fight or flight. And for some reason, my body, my brain, couldn't turn that off. And then things happened to me during my time in the service that deepened all of that. And when you're in a sustained state like that for so long, your body can't maintain that because you're like tense. It's almost like having a panic attack. Like your throat tightens up, your chest tightens, your body goes into a state. And when that is sustained for too long, your body goes into a shutdown, like a collapse. It was like a marionette that the strings were just let go. So I've been fighting to stand up all this time. And I've been telling doctors that there's something missing. I can't feel my body the way that I'm supposed to. So along comes this therapist, and she explains this theory called Poly Vagal Theory. So I look it up, and I'm interested in it. I've been treated for things like Parkinson's disease, and PTSD, chronic depression, different things. But nothing stuck like this. Poly Vagal explains so much. And I had been dealing with left, right, brain function, trying to stimulate telemetry between my limbs and my body, and I wasn't able to do it. So after a year and a half post-suggestion of the therapy, or the theory, I'd been fighting for a year and a half within the VA system to talk to anybody that knew anything about this. Now, this is a trauma incident, a shock syndrome. And the VA doesn't have, hardly, at least in my visit, in my area, they don't have the experience with it. So, thankfully now we have community care. So I was able to doggedly pursue finding a doctor anywhere that knew what this syndrome was. Finally found one, a psychologist. This is how they deal with it. They give you little tricks to trigger your nervous system to go back into relaxed mode. So now, 40 years of being in fight or flight. Got me to a state after about 20 years, and some things happened. 9/11, my best friend was dying. Died at the time. jaw had gotten so tight that I had actually busted a tooth in one side. So I had to go have surgery on that. So I had surgery, had the tooth pulled, and another 3. Something was off then. Something was really off. I didn't know what it was yet. Only 2-3 days later, I was out with some friends and I was bowling. Went to throw my ball, my feet slipped out from under me, and boom, right down on my pelvis. "21, 22 years since then. Not a day has gone by that I have not been in constant pain. Because of the polyvagal collapse that I was already in at that point, with the busting of the tooth and everything else, with how tight my muscles were, when I got thrown down, it's been a hell of a road. Because I've had to repair all of the little adjustments that you make to your body, to your neck, to your muscles. When you get stiff, when you get tight, you loosen those things up. I lost all of that. At least for 20 years. Maybe as far back as 40 that it's been getting worse. My psychologist thinks that it started in my legs and has progressively built its way up. I know that I lost telemetry in my hips sometime around 88, 89. I got that back about 2 weeks ago. I don't know how I've survived the last 20 years, but here I am, and I'm coming back. And I hope that all of you can take this and imagine what I've been through. And some of you that know me personally have felt how my body just cracks and grinds and everything when I try to stand up. Think about what that is. Taken to endure. With doctors telling me all along the way, over 80 doctors, there's nothing wrong. We've done the tests, there's nothing wrong. They have their pet theories, they don't pan out. So this way. So that's 20 years of wanting to kill myself almost every day because I don't want to go on. Not that I don't want to live, not that I don't want to have a life. But the life that I had wasn't a life. I had great friends, I had great experiences, but it's a miracle that I've endured. So no matter what you're going through, have faith, have hope. Cling to the ones that get you. Hold on to the people that you love. Be honest. Be true to yourself.